Let's go through the market's performance for the week that was. First of all, we've seen the industrial index up 1.9% by yesterday's session, and the mining index up over 16%. Run us through what you've made of those respective performances and your outlook for the week ahead.
The increase in the industrial index was mainly due to the rise in the OK price, which rose 9.38% to 14. IGO was up 20% to 12 cents, and ZB up 27% to 11.5. These counters collectively account for 5.7% of the index. Then on the mining side, gains in Falgoed were the major drivers of the mining index. Falgoed was up 98% to close at 25. This is mainly due to illiquidity in the Falgoed stock. Going into this week, we expect the trading patterns to continue with buyers dominating trading, and we have seen that sellers have not been in sight. So we will continue to see prices firming in the coming weeks.
Of course, the price of Falgoed has risen as a result of buyers bidding higher in order to lure investors to sell their shares. Do you think that this is going to work as a strategy? Because it seems that these investors are pretty hell-bent on holding on to their shares because they believe so much in the outlook for this company.
Yeah, the free float in Falgoed is so thin. So whenever there is a bid in the counter, we tend to see prices going higher and higher. So we expect the price to continue to rise until the bids are filled. So the highest price that Falgoed has risen to is about 40 cents. So we're still within range for the highest price this year.
Tinashe, keeping the analysts very busy, the kind of results that have been filtering through on the markets as well. We had MNR out with numbers, and that for the full year ending the 30th of June. Revenue up 20% on that front, while profit after tax came in at $1.3 million compared to $1.1 million in the previous year. What did you make of those numbers that filtered through?
The numbers were not that pleasing, given that fact that the operating margins were actually lower than last year. And the EPS, although it rose by 0.61, there was a fair value adjustment for gains that was put into the profit. But on the outlook, we expect the company's fortunes to be dependent on the restoration of on sound economic policies that will favor investment into the country, and then we can see activity coming on to that company in the construction sector.
Tinashe, to what extent is headway being made on that front, restoring policy issues that attracts foreign direct investments that's required in the country to support mining, agriculture and infrastructure programs as well?
There have been a lot of blueprints that have been coming out, but the implementation of the blueprints has been slow. So progress has been slow in terms of implementation, though we are seeing progress compared to the past years. But we must say the progress has been really slow.
Yeah.